Hello, everyone. I'll be reading from the Fragments of a Zadokite work by R.H Charles. Can be found, actually, it cannot be found in your Sulpigrapha. It was taken out, so I have it. I haven't seen it on YouTube, so I bought it and I wanted to read it to you. I'm going to read a portion today and a portion later. So, fragment of a zadokite work, page 1. Now therefore hearken unto me, all ye who know righteousness, and understanding in the works of God, for he have a controversy with all flesh, and will execute judgment upon all who despise him. For because of the trespass of those who forsook him, he hid his face from Israel, and from his sanctuary he gave them over to the sword. But when he remembered the covenant of the forefathers, he left a remnant to Israel, and gave them not over to destruction. And in the period of the wrath, 390 years after he had given them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, he visited them. And he made to spring forth from Israel and Aaron a root of his planting, to inherit his land, and to grow fat through the goodness of his earth. And they had understanding of their iniquity, and they knew that they were guilty men, and had, like the blind, been groping after the way 20 years. And God considered their works, for they sought him with a perfect heart, and he raised them up a teacher of righteousness, to lead them in the way of his heart. And he made known to later generations what he had done, to a later generation, to a congregation of treacherous men, those who turned aside out of the way. This was the time concerning which it was written, as a stubborn heifer, so have Israel behaved himself stubbornly. When there arose the scornful man who talked to Israel lying words, and made them go astray in the wilderness, where there was no way, to bring low the pride of the world, so that they should turn aside from the paths of righteousness, and remove the landmark which the forefathers had set in their inheritance, so as to make cleave unto them the curses of his covenant, to deliver them to the sword that avengeth with vengeance of the covenant, because they sought after smooth things, and they chose deceits, and kept watch with a view to lawless deeds. And they chose the best of the neck, and justified the wicked, and condemned the righteous, and transgressed the covenant, and violated the statute, and attacked the soul of the righteous. And all that walked uprightly, their soul abhorred, and they pursued them with the sword, and rejoiced in the strife of the people. And so the wrath of God was kindled against their congregation, so that he laid waste all their multitude, and their deeds were uncleanness before him. Chapter 2. And now hearken unto me, all ye who have entered into the covenant, and I will disclose to you all the ways of the wicked. God loveth knowledge, wisdom, and counsel he hath set before him. Prudence and knowledge minister unto him. Long suffering is with him, and plenteousness of forgiveness, to pardon those who repent of transgression. And power and might, a great fury with flames of fire, therein all the angels of destruction, for them who turned aside out of the way and abhorred the statute, so that there should be no remnant, nor any escape of them. For God chose them not from the beginning of the world, in ere that they were formed, he knew their works. And he abhorred their generation from old, and he hid his face from their land till they were consumed. And he knew the years of their office, and the number and exact statement of their periods, for all things that belong to the ages and have been, moreover, whatsoever shall come to pass in the periods for all the years of eternity. Yet in all of